Hello, Aries. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading for the first half of September from the 1st through the 15th. General reading as always, so please do take from this reading what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. So we're going to be starting off with focus cards from these two decks by Pretty Spirits. I will link everything down below for all of the decks featured here today. So let's begin, Aries, and see what's coming up for you the first half of the month. All right, so angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries in love and ultimately how it's affecting your life. Let's see. For Aries. All right, here we go. Start a family, okay? And the number 19 could be a significant number for some of you. All right, so maybe this is something that you have discussed with your person or something of interest, something that you are really looking forward to, or some of you guys could already be expecting at this time. We'll see what else presents itself here today. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What else do we need to know here? All right, let's grab your second focus message. More info needed. All right, so maybe right now you are waiting to hear some news from someone, whether it is related to a love connection or again some other aspect of your life. And we will see how these two messages, these two focus cards, play off of the rest of the messages that come through here in this reading. So we're going to start things off with current energies for you, Aries. I'm going to use the Twin Flame Reality Check deck. This is by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. All right, let's see. Current energies in love and life. What's going on currently? 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Baseball. All right, some of you might really be into baseball, love sports in general, and you could also be dealing with a scenario or a situation where you've given a person time and time again, you've given them chance after chance, and maybe, third time, possibly they're out, okay? We also have this clashing energy that's presenting itself here. Maybe you're clashing with people in your life. Could be family for some of you, but it could also be friendships. And of course, it could be romantic partnerships where you guys are clashing and maybe arguing right now. Give and take. All right, so if you guys are clashing, there could be an issue with equality in the partnership. Someone's giving more than they're taking, perhaps, which makes sense for me. Look at this next message. There is no I in teamwork. All right. So there's a lack of teamwork. There's a lack of equality, giving and receiving, give and take in a partnership. So let's clarify these messages. I will start with my Tabby Tarot Teacher deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. All right. So what's going on currently is you are clashing with somebody here. And it does not have to be romantic. It can be a friend. It could be a family member that you are butting heads with right now. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, some of you guys might have started a new job, or you're working diligently, working very hard at something, or even in a relationship. Okay. So in love and romance, however, the 8 of Pentacles, the way I like to interpret it is you got to just keep your eye on the prize, especially when you're going through ups and downs in a partnership. And sometimes you lose sight of the overall goal, which is to find happiness and be with the one that you are truly meant to live your life with. We do have the Queen of Swords. So my divine feminines, with that Queen of Swords energy, what you are requiring in your partnership perhaps is honesty, and for your person to just be truthful with you. Maybe you're not getting that, which is why you guys might be arguing and clashing right now. The Queen of Swords could also be very independent and setting up very clear boundaries in a partnership. And maybe we have a masculine who's not honoring those boundaries, okay? And the Queen of Swords too. I mean, maybe you have cut this person out of your life or thinking about doing that. So we do have the reverse Page of Swords here. So we do have swords coming in. Some of you guys could be dealing with an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. We've got earth signs popping up, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So this is really interesting because the Page of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who can be very deceptive towards you. They're manipulative. Okay, they tend to be really cynical. But at the end of the day, they're all talk and no action. And maybe you've even told them, it's like, look, I need you to be able to put into this relationship as much as I'm willing to put in, but maybe they've made you promises that they just could not keep. So it kind of makes sense for me if you guys are taking a break or you've broken up with this person because, as it says, they're not working with you. There is no I in teamwork. There was no give and take in the partnership. So if you feel the need to just take a step back because they were stressing you out too much, causing you to feel really overwhelmed, overloaded, because the Four of Swords is somebody who needs a break, just a resting period to be able to recuperate from drama, from clashing, and just some stresses, life stresses, you know. So there's a healing that needs to happen here. I feel eventually you guys can kind of move past that. We do have the Chariot right here. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. Okay, giving you a different direction to go. This can be a very successful union still, or at least letting you know that if you are breaking free from this type of connection, there's something and someone way better suited for you out there. You can still have a very triumphant outcome when it comes to your love life and certainly how it affects your life. But perhaps it falls on your shoulders to be able to make that happen, to take action in your own life so you can be happy. But this is really interesting, these cards. We've got the Three of Pentacles. What is the Three of Pentacles about? Teamwork and collaboration and actually putting in the work in a partnership to thrive. But really, that's more than likely not happening right now as a part of the current energies here, Aries. So there's something about the lack of dedication and effort from a person that you are thinking about here. So you really are perhaps being directed to move ahead, look ahead towards a better future for yourself, and that journey could lead you towards someone else here that can offer you that happiness that maybe this person is unable to give you. All right, so those are some current energies here. Let's take a look at what some of the challenges might be when it comes to the first half of September here. So I am actually going to be using volume 2 of the Twin Flame Reality Check, again by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. So what are some challenges that you're dealing with? Love-related, life-related. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What are we looking at here? That's too many. Okay. Some challenges. Phone always blowing up. Okay. So maybe this person, they're always on the phone. They don't have time for you. Other people might be hitting them up, you know, that sort of thing. This is interesting too. Look at that. Ouch. Harsh words. You guys are fighting, arguing, very painful words. Maybe too, Aries, you are blowing this person's phone up because of arguments that you guys have had, because they just haven't been able to show up for you. Look at this. We also have gossip and drama that's coming through. So some arguments here as a result of drama that is surrounding you and this person. So you really are being directed to focus on yourself in the meantime. And that could be a challenge because you're throwing so much of your energy into this situation with this person and all of the drama and gossip that's coming forward. Part of what it is that you guys might be arguing about is that they're being flirtatious with other people and not giving you enough of that attention. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what else needs to come forward. I will pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please take a look at the challenges for Aries, first half of September. So some arguments here. Possibly third parties, infidelities, and trust issues. But look at this, you've got the sun, okay? You have the capability of finding happiness in your life, Aries, but right now it's a challenge because of all of this drama that's going on. Look at this, we've got the Queen of Swords coming through yet again. So my divine feminines, I feel you're in a position to really cut out this masculine who perhaps really has not been able to come forward with the best of intentions. They might be talking to other people, creating all of this gossip and drama around themselves, and therefore it's affecting you too. Wow. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here. So this is about hard work that pays off. If they really want to be able to fix this and be a part of your life and be a part of your team here, especially divine feminines, if your masculine just hasn't been able to show up for you, this is telling us it's going to take a little bit more time for things to play out. But perhaps eventually things will balance itself out. There's this need for the truth. There's this need for clarity when it comes to that justice energy. There's this need for fairness. And I have a feeling here that hasn't been happening. And maybe there's a part of you that feels that, this just isn't fair because of how things are playing out in your situation. And it kind of makes sense for me why things might not be moving right now, why things are at a stalemate and you're feeling stuck in this situation. We do have the Emperor coming in. So for my divine feminines who are cross-watching, watching for a masculine who is an Aries, that's what the Emperor represents. So if your person, for example, has been just dedicating their time and energy to other people, or really not able to invest fully in the partnership, that could be a part of the challenge. They have the capability to offer you all of these things, but right now they're not doing it, which is why things are stuck. You guys are literally like stuck in the mud. Things are not moving right now. We do have the Nine of Swords here. Insomnia, nightmares, hopelessness. Maybe there's a part of you that, you're not getting any sleep at night. You're stressed out. You're wondering, is this a fixable situation? It's either that or divine feminine's the masculine that you have cut out of your life, if indeed that did happen. Maybe it is your masculine who's unable to rest their mind because of how things played out, knowing that they messed up, that you ended up cutting them out of your life because they were perhaps talking to other people, or again, whatever this drama represents. Whatever it is, it was huge, and it's going to take time to fix it and to restore balance in the partnership. It's not impossible to fix it because you guys have the sun right here, but it's going to take time. So let's dig a little bit deeper here and see what is being hidden from you when it comes to this connection. What are they hiding from you? All right, so I'm going to pull from my Silhouettes deck here, Aries. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What else do we need to know here? What's being hidden from you? We have ripple effect. It started with a simple hello that led to a smile. That smile led to a kiss. That kiss led me straight to your heart, and the rest is history. I mean, it could have certainly started off that way for you and this person, Aries. But this also might have something to do with infidelities. It started off with a casual meetup and it turned into something more. This is interesting how we've got this broken masculine right here. So what's being hidden from you, especially divine feminines, is your masculine. They're not in a good place because of certain things that they've done. Could be infidelity, could be keeping secrets, cheating, third parties, you name it. So by doing those things, they actually ended up hurting themselves, but they're not wanting to share this with you. They're not wanting to let you know that they're actually broken, especially if you distanced yourself from them. We do have beacon of hope here. When you fail to see the light at the end of the tunnel, look for me, I will be there. So what's being hidden from you, again, especially I kind of feel it for my feminines, is your masculine. Even though they're broken, they still want you to know that they're going to be there for you if at any given time you decide that you want to be able to patch things up or at least open up the conversation. We do have point of view here. You've turned my world upside down, but at the same time, they kind of ruined the whole dynamic of the situation because of their actions. Take this if it applies. Some of you guys could have been childhood sweethearts. Okay, so let's grab some tarot here. I'm going to pull from the Sacred Secrets of the Heart Tarot, another deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please. So the masculine definitely trying to do a really good job of hiding their emotions and pain from you, Divine Feminine. And this reminds me of the Hanged Man energy in tarot, where perhaps you had to let them go. You had to detach. And by doing that, maybe you made room for better in your life. And it really perhaps is giving your masculine the opportunity to see things from a very different angle, a different perspective, you know? So we do have the Queen of Cups coming up in the reverse here. So my Divine Feminines, in the reverse, the Queen of Cups is someone who can be very insecure, which is understandable if you were dealing with a masculine, for example, who cheated on you, or who was talking to other people. Maybe there's a part of you that was overly dependent or codependent on your masculine, which makes sense. Look at this. We've got the Devil's energy right next to it. So obsessions, temptations, unhealthy attachments. Right next to that broken masculine. So this masculine, whoever represents the masculine energy in your partnership, they were tempted perhaps by other people. And whoever it is or was that they attached themselves to, there could have been a very toxic, codependent vibe between the masculine and that person. But I really feel here what they're hiding from you is they have a lot of regrets over how things played out. They're not in a good place. They're sad. They're lonely. Look at these cards. We've got the Ten of Swords, a very painful goodbye, a painful ending, a painful breakup. Perhaps, Divine Feminine, you feel like your masculine just stabbed you in the back, betrayed you, betrayed your trust. Wow. And then we've got the Strength card. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo here. Gently transmute, okay? So with that Strength card, perhaps there's this need to just tap into your inner strength. There's this need to have patience, okay? Because you got to have this will to overcome the obstacles and challenges of what you've been through. Either you guys overcome it together, if you can actually get onto the same page and the masculine is just as invested in the partnership as the feminine, then perhaps in time things can be fixed. If not, you know, maybe this is directing you onto a very different path here. But regardless, you know, there's this need to really tap into your own inner strength and to realize how strong you are regardless of what you've been through, and you can make it through this very difficult time. You've got the Four of Wands here. So maybe, Aries, the person that you're thinking about could be a twin. And just because someone is your twin flame, that doesn't guarantee that everything is smooth sailing and happy. You feel drawn to one another. Yes, there's this very special soul connection. but perhaps one twin is in need of discovering who they are still. That could be the masculine here. Because twin flames can go into separation and perhaps find their way back to each other with a much stronger foundation here. The Four of Wands is that strong foundation to be able to restore harmony, to be able to be happy and come back together. Could even result towards marriage and starting that family someday. But right now, especially when it comes to this masculine, it starts with Ace of Cups. It starts with being able to have love for oneself, to be able to fill that cup first in order to create healing. Maybe this is something that you both need. And in time, perhaps this masculine divine feminine will be able to offer you love once again. But it's not going to happen right away. This is going to take time. It's definitely going to take time. Okay, so that's what's being hidden from you at this point in time. Let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here. I'm going to start with the Divine Masculine. I'm going to pull from my Thinking Man Oracle. This is the Volume 2 version. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aries. All right, so what is the masculine thinking and feeling currently for the feminine? Or just the overall situation? Oh, geez, look at this message. She's so different from you. She doesn't laugh at my jokes or appreciate my efforts. She doesn't look at me, touch me, hold me, care for me, or love me the way you did. What have I done? Whoa, that is some powerful stuff. What have I done? That's why they're broken. That's pretty intense. My God. Let's grab a couple more messages here. So this masculine having some major regrets that they even went in that direction with somebody else. Look at this. Give me another chance to prove to you that I'm not the same man who hurt you. Our love is surely worth another try. Oh my goodness, these messages. Wow. And bottom of the deck. I've always been really good at not catching feelings. Then you had to come in and make me fall in love with you. Damn. Okay? If they didn't fall in love with you, Divine Feminine, they could walk away scot-free and not even feel broken by what happened. But the fact of the matter is they care for you and they love you. And they recognize the error of their ways. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional dialogue from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle and taking a look at the masculine's messages to the feminine from their higher self here. What else do they want to say to you, Divine Feminine? Your love has healed me through my darkest days. I keep going back to this. So they're not going to be in this energy forever. They will heal. But what's helping them to heal is you, is your love. Oh my goodness. Heaven sent you down to me. Give me another chance to prove to you that I'm not the same person. That's what they're telling you here, Divine Feminine. And lastly, you may not be my first love, but you will be my last love, my best love. So, it's really up to you, Divine Feminine, if you give this masculine another opportunity to be a part of your life, but they certainly want to be. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some messages now on behalf of the Divine Feminine. I will be pulling from my Voices 2 deck. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aries. So, Divine Feminine, what do you want to say to your masculine here? What do you want to say? Oh my God. I'm giving you the silent treatment because there's nothing left to say. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. There's nothing like the very first kiss you share with the one you love. So there clearly is something very special still about the connection. Certainly that first kiss when you first came together intimately. And look at this, okay? I guess our love story had to come to an end, but I'll hold the memories in my heart always. Take that if it applies, Divine Feminine. If you really do feel that this masculine burnt the bridge with you and it's a done deal, but there still are very special memories that you guys have shared. So let's now go ahead and grab from the same deck, Heavenly Hearts Oracle, messages from the Divine Feminine's higher self to the masculine. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. That's too many. Too many. All right, Divine Feminine, what do you want to say? I never knew happiness until you. Obviously, yeah, there was something very special about this connection. There are no words in existence to express how much you mean to me. And I don't doubt that this masculine meant a lot to you, but at the same time, you're not a doormat. You're not going to continue to accept somebody mistreating you or cheating on you. And clearly we've seen from the masculine, they recognize that. They realize it. This is interesting too. Look at this. My heart is mending because of your love. Where is that message? From the masculine. Your love has healed me through my darkest days. So what I'm kind of getting here, Divine Feminine, is when you guys first connected, maybe you were going through your own healing and, just being able to heal from a broken heart yourself. And this connection with this masculine helped to mend your heart. But at the same time, they possibly could have turned right around and ended up hurting you perhaps the same way that someone else did. And therefore, it's coming through, especially for the feminine. Some of you guys have severed ties with a particular masculine and they're broken as a result of that. Okay, so there are those of you who will have the opportunity to come back together, but I feel there are also those of you who have walked away from this connection, or you've closed the door on this love story and have moved on because it was just too painful, just learning lessons from the experience, but still having very fond memories from the times that you guys have shared together. Okay, so let's grab some musical messages here. I'm going to start with my Heart Songs deck here. Aries, let's see what comes forward. If you're not familiar with the song, see if you resonate with the lyrics. For Aries for the first half of September. Save the Best for Last by Vanessa Williams. God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. Okay, so save the best for last. Sometimes the snow comes down in June. Sometimes the sun goes around the moon. I see the passion in your eyes. Sometimes it's all a big surprise. 'Cause there was a time when all I did was wish you'd tell me this was love. It's not the way I hoped or how I planned, but somehow it's enough. Okay, so what I'm kind of getting here, especially for my Divine Feminines, is there was a point in time where you really felt that this was your love of a lifetime, but it ended up not being the case. All of the things that they said to you, telling you that this was it, this was the love that you were looking for, ended up not being the case. And, saving the best for last, maybe that's the direction that you are meant to go, to be able to find that love of a lifetime that can actually be the best for you. And then we've got God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. If you should ever leave me, well, life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me, so what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. I can't help but feel that that is coming forward from the masculine who's broken. This is where they're at now. Because more than likely, Divine Feminine, you have severed ties. And they're just left with the memories themselves. And, just wondering, it's like, Where is my life going to be now as a result of being by myself? Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some songs from the Heart Songs of the 90s deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What else here? What else do we need to know? Every Time I Close My Eyes by Babyface. And bottom of the deck, we've got If Wishes Came True by Sweet Sensation. All right, so this first song here. It feels like springtime in winter. It feels like Christmas in June. It feels like heaven has opened up its gates for me and you. And every time I close my eyes, I thank the Lord that I've got you. What I kind of get from this song here, Aries, is because all they have left are the memories, more than likely, or at least that's how it's presenting itself here. It brings up those happy memories when you guys were together, when it really did feel like heaven with this partnership and you guys just being together. But there's something about the wishes that's coming up as well. So this song says, I love you madly and I need you badly. Give our love one more chance. If wishes came true and all the dreams at night of love were real, I'd be holding you. If wishes came true, then I would be that someone always special in your heart. We would still be lovers, not apart. But I really kind of feel for the majority, what's presenting itself here is that you guys are not together. This person, whoever created all of the drama, they've got a lot of regrets and it's weighing very heavily on them. You know, it's almost as if karma really got them as a result of the damage that they caused in the partnership. And so this wish can only manifest itself if you are wanting the same thing, Aries, if you are actually wanting to fix this. But it's really not your job to fix it if it was the other person that created all of the chaos and drama in the partnership. So you've got some choices definitely to make here. All right, guys. So wrapping it up with some final advice from your angels, I'm going to use the Journey of Love and Journey of Love 2 decks. These are by Bridget of Divine Essentials. For Aries, for the first half of September. Angels and spirit guides, please. Doubt. Look at this. I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, number 21 could also be a significant number. They're doubting themselves. They're doubting whether this could ever be fixed. They just don't know where things are going to go from here. But they want to come back. Look at that. Number 34, homecoming. I promise I'll be back soon. And then we've got abandon. Please don't give up. So Aries, your person is really wanting you to know. It's like they want to come back into your life. They doubt that for some of you, you will accept them back in. But at the same time, they recognize perhaps that they contributed to what happened here and why things fell apart, but they are wanting to plead their case and just say, it's like, please don't give up on us. Please don't give up on me. I want to come back. I want to be a part of your life. It's up to you what you do with that. Should it present itself in your life? But the opportunity might just come through here. And for some of you, who knows, it might happen the first half of September where you hear from this person, and if they're wanting to at least apologize or make amends, you know. So as this card says, there's more information that's needed. So you might want to ask questions if you have any, and maybe give this person a chance by way of at least talking. That doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation. It's up to you whether you take it in that direction. I feel the ball is in your court as to how this is all going to play itself out. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave it. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you so very much, and I will see you next time. Take care.